What's up guys, this is Dr. O from Innovative Dental and thanks for tuning in. In today's video, I'm gonna go over the 6 key factors that affect the cost of dental implants. Number 1 is the type of implant or the cost of the implant. I've seen ads that'll put a price out there. They might say like $300 even, or $395 or $495. Depends on your market, but this is very misleading. What they're really doing is they're just pricing the cost of the implant. There's gonna be a lot of additional costs involved. And so don't fall for that. Don't fall for that marketing. You want to know what the exact price of the final result is. Also, you might notice that there might be a difference in price between mini implants or full-bodied implants. So the type of implant makes a big difference. We here recommend full-bodied implants. They just seem to perform better. That's what most doctors that do a lot of full-arch implant dentistry would recommend. So full-bodied implants here at Innovative Dental, just for giving you the best. Also, how many doctors are involved in this process, right? Is there an outside surgeon and then another prosthodontist and maybe somebody that's gonna, keep the gums healthy, right? And maybe there's another lab. So you could have 3, 4 people involved. You might even have an anesthesiologist that's outside coming in, right? So all of these doctors and people involved in the process are gonna have their cut. And so paying multiple sources, making financial arrangements with many of them can be very confusing. Also, obviously, they've gotta all communicate well together to give you a great result. So just some red flags there. I would recommend you go to a place that can do all of it in their office. So the huge advantage for you is communication, quality, cost, all gonna be much better off long-term for you with one person being involved from start to finish. That's definitely something I've experienced and seen. The third factor here would be basically the volume of procedures you would need. So this is a big one. Some people have been told they either are not a candidate, like some of the patients we get here, and then we take a 3D x-ray and realize, man, we can help this person, right? So we give them hope, and instead of somebody going into a denture, they get implants and screwed in a set of teeth. This just happened just this week. So make sure that the amount of surgery you need is minimal, and that way we don't need to do grafting, right? If we can do implants guided into place and we use technology to plan these and place them exactly where we want, we don't need a ton of bone. We can work with a much less bone. So if you've been told you're not a candidate, I would encourage you to please find somebody that has 3D imaging, does guided implant placement and full arch dentistry like ourselves here at Innovative Dental, and we might have some great news for you, just like we did this lady this week. So definitely the amount of surgery you need would contribute to the cost or even making it possible, like in the case of this lady. Fourth here, we've got the experience and philosophy of the doctor, their workflow, the speed, their efficiency. These factors are gonna make a big difference in what your time in treatment is and what the overall cost is. I know from my experience doing thousands of implants at this point in my career that you learn a lot, right? Experience is a great teacher, and doing implants this long and doing hundreds of smiles with implants, I can tell you that you learn, you give people better service, it's more efficient, and we save them money in the end. So it's a big deal to be able to keep the number of visits down. For example, a full mouth, take the teeth out, put in implants, screw in a set of teeth on that. That all happens within an hour and 15, 20 minutes. It's hard to believe, right? It happens in one day for people. So they can literally correct decades of damage in one single visit at our office. So that's what experience, workflow, technology can do for people. Number 5 is a big lab bill. So if you're using an outside lab, which almost everybody does because it's very expensive to buy the equipment and hire the people to support an in-house lab, we do here at Innovative Dental because we know that it helps us control the quality, the experience, and the cost. So big factors to giving our patients the very best. After all, we have patients that are trusting us from across the country. They're coming in, and we want to make sure that what we deliver is what we say we're going to give them. And that way they're really investing in the results of their future smile, and that we deliver what they want. That's really critical and really important to us. By the way, if you're wanting to learn all about this, we do a webinar every week. We'll put the link in the description below, but that webinar is gonna give you all the details of the process of this procedure. It's gonna give you the cost. I'm gonna go detail into it and show you exactly what makes it unique. It's called the Innovative Implant Smile. So definitely look at the links below and click on those so you can make sure you see the webinar. Then number 6, our last point here is the materials. So what is it made out of? Is your smile made out of plastic? Is it made out of resin, ceramic? Is it zirconia? All these materials have a wide variety of costs, and this makes up about 40% of the cost of a full set of teeth screwed on implants. So the implant process, whether it's an all-on-4, all-on-6 procedure, those procedures, 40% of the cost is what material you get. In our office, we have some great flexible options. Once again, I'll go over all that cost at our webinar, so click the link below in the description. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel, have notifications turned on so you don't miss anything, because then when I go live, you're gonna get the live notification and you're gonna be able to watch how I go over the exact process and the cost of these materials and how we can save you a ton here at Innovative Dental. Like a lot, like tens of thousands of dollars on the initial smile for you, should that be the route we need to go, right? So these different ranging prices really have to do with whether or not you're getting, plastic or zirconia. I'll tell you, plastic obviously doesn't hold up very long, maybe 6 months to maybe a year or two. The nano ceramics, which a lot of people, it's a kind of a buzzword. So it's getting a lot of traction and people are talking about it, but a nano ceramic material is really a fancy word for saying it's 20% resin with 80% ceramics mixed in, something like that, right? And they're still not super resilient. They still chip a little bit, they still will wear, they still have a little bit of stain that'll happen. So, but they do last anywhere from 2 to 10 years for many people. Now, personally, I want something that lasts longer than 2 to 10 years, that lasts longer than 6 months to just a couple of years. I want something that's gonna last decades. And so that's where zirconia is. Zirconia is a material that is super nice, very aesthetic, looks incredible, looks very natural, super slick, but doesn't stain, chip, or wear. Hardly at all, really none. It's quite impressive. You can go for years and years and years and see no noticeable wear with zirconia. So it's a big deal. If you're wanting the best, I believe you need to finish up with a final set of zirconia set of teeth screwed in. Now for single implants, I recommend Emax material. So it's kinder to your natural teeth. So Emax or lithium disilicate, it's a little bit nicer material if you're screwing it onto an implant and you want to have one crown. That's the variable there. I don't recommend zirconia crowns on a single implant, opposing your natural teeth, because guess what? Zirconia is stronger than natural teeth. It'll wear it out quite a bit. So materials are the biggest deal when it comes to cost. All those other factors matter, but materials are the biggest one. Well, I hope this was helpful going through the 6 factors that affect the cost of dental implants. Obviously, at the end of the day, our goal is to give people solid sets of teeth on implants that don't come in and out, keeps them out of a denture, and makes this affordable. So if you want to learn more about this process that we call the Innovative Implant Smile, make sure to tune into our webinar. It's live every week. Click the link below, subscribe to our channel, like I said earlier, and definitely you'll get notifications that'll help make sure that you don't miss when we go live or any other videos, including our Smiles of the Week that we release shockingly every week, right? So that's where I showcase a smile, share how we impacted this person's life with implants and gave them an awesome smile and quality of life. It's tons of fun to do that here at Innovative Dental. I would be honored to meet you in a virtual consultation. Go to yoursmiledestination.com. If you're kind of just going, I'm ready, go to yoursmiledestination.com, sign up today for a virtual consultation. I look forward to seeing you there. If you're a local patient, please come to our office and schedule a consultation with me for your implants, and I would love to see how I can help you. Give you some hope, maybe get you something that you can go eat whatever you want, smile with your friends and family and loved ones. Don't have to worry about being shy anymore and covering up your mouth, wearing a mask, all these factors. So thanks so much for watching. You all have a wonderful day and keep smiling. It looks good on you.